Okay. Okay. Let's get TikTok going. All right. Hey, y'all. Happy Tuesday. How y'all doing today? Hey, y'all. Hey. Cyber Pumpkin. Hey, Boo. Miss Kelly. How you doing? Buenos dias. Hey, Rain. Hey, Boo. Hey, Darnell. Hey, Meek. What up, y'all? Hey, Andy. Hey, Indigo. Hey, Timothy. Okay. Let's get into this good read today. McCoy, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as the Afrozen. And today I read for Viewpoints a Collective. Hello, Collective. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Flowers, flowers, flowers. Yeah, you get some flowers, you get some flowers, and you get some. Period. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me or to shop in my store, all that information is in my description box below. Um, Before we get into this good read, don't forget to grab your copy. Did you grab your copy yet? No? Okay, that's okay. You still got a lot of time. Grab your copy here. Stop playing. Wisdom Beyond Wounds. All right? All you got to do is type it in and you will see it pop right up. Wisdom Beyond Wounds. I created this book to help to elevate and evolve the collective in a very positive way. Okay? This is more so like a healing journal or more so a healing pamphlet or healing tool, however resonates for you. But you should definitely grab this book because the moment you grab it, the moment you sit down and you read through, you'll be like, dang, that make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. So thank you so much for your immense support. It is truly appreciated. Let's get into this read. Channel message here is they're impatient with you because you're not patient with them. Let me repeat that. Channel message here is they're impatient with you because you're not patient with them. So everything just flip flopped, okay? So, collective, I need you guys to understand that you are the bomb.com, okay? As the millennial, I'm a millennial, you know? We say the bomb.com, okay? But you are, boo. Always remember that you are the one. You're never the two or the three. You're always the one. And with that being said here, because you are the one and you're finally getting in a space of you recognizing that you are the one. Hey, Cara. Oh, the cards will be here tomorrow. Thank you so much, Boo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Cara bought me some new Oracle decks. So you're truly appreciated. Thank you, Boo. So your tenacity removes their control over time. And we're going to break this down here. So narcissists depend on delay to survive exposure. Let me repeat that. Narcissistic individuals depend on delay to survive exposure. The more patient that you are with them, the more they feel more comfortable not being exposed, the more they feel more comfortable doing hurtful and harmful things towards you behind your back or in front of your face, however that resonates. As long as you are being patient, they can stall conversations, promise future change, and keep you emotionally suspended. When you act decisively or you realize you need to make a decision right then and there, uh, the timeline collapse and they don't want that. So, an example of this would be you stop explaining your feelings for the 10th time. and simply change your access, your boundaries, or your availability, and they can't stand that. So to them, this feels like being erased mid sentence. They didn't lose you in an argument, they lost you to clarity, which they cannot manipulate. Again, a lot of people keep saying, oh, narcissists are very smart and they're very intelligent. I think otherwise. I truly do. That's just me. The reason why I think otherwise here is because the moment that they lost you to clarity, that tells you right there they never had clarity to begin with. They're banking on you to not have any clarity. They're only going to meet you where they are. This is what narcissistic individuals do. So when you realize and you finally understand and you get the clarity that you needed or you found here, it's not going to make sense to them. So because it's not going to make sense to them, they're going to start to flip out in the way that they need to flip out here because yet again, they don't have the clarity which they cannot manipulate. So you have clarity, they don't have clarity. That doesn't mesh well, it doesn't connect well. It's an obstruction, it's a blockage, it's a disconnect, however it resonates. Your certainty exposes their dependency on ambiguity. So narcissists thrive in gray areas where intentions can be rewritten and accountability can be blurred. Tenacity is intolerable because it does not debate reality. An example of this would be instead of asking for reassurance or clarification on a certain situation, you state what you observe and then you move accordingly. They experience this as cruelty because you not because you harmed them, but because ambiguity was their last refuge. So you ever notice that when you never place your hands on anyone, you didn't cause any type of physical something towards someone, and you literally just see it for what it is, and either you spoke out about it or you just kind of disconnect from it, and the first thing they want to say is that you abuse them in some way, shape, or form. Again, that's not clarity, that's confusion. So someone that has now, I'll put it this way. You haven't touched this person in any way, shape, or form. And the first thing they want to do is they want to cry wolf, or they want to say that you have hurt them in such ways or profound ways. And if a person who was smart enough to ask the question, well, how did they hurt you? More than likely, they're not able to have an answer or a concrete answer in regards to what they stated originally, in regards to you placing your hands, in regards to you placing your hands on them or causing some form of a physical something, and it doesn't work in that way. Okay. I wanted to look up the etymology of the word impatient because this is what you're dealing with when you're dealing with narcissistic individuals. I got a gnat in here. Shoot. Um, so impatient means not bearing or enduring with composure or patience. Then I wanted to look up the etymology of the word composure. Give me 1 second. All right. Composure is the act of composing, constructing, or arranging something together. Again, they want you to arrange some form of patience with them so that way they can continue their nasty ways towards you here. And it's not working in that way. Um, the next one here is your action triggers their fear of irrelevance. They do not fear abandonment as much as they fear no longer being central to your decision making skills or decision making, whatever. An example of this would be you making a life move. You're doing something different. You decide to move out of a state, a city, a country, a town. You decided to be more emotionally involved with your decisions or boundaries without consulting with them or waiting for their reaction. So basically, you're just leaving them to the side and you're deciding that you're finally going to take life by the bars and you're going to lead life how you see fit for yourself. They don't like that. So this communicates that there are no longer a required authority in your inner world. And to a narcissist, this feels like psychological exile. Remember, all they have are mental games. All they play are mental games. And once the clarity arises within the mental space, the game can no longer be played. It's game over. Your follow through forces consequences that they cannot outrun. So patience allowed them to reset, apologize without repair, and re enter without growth. tenacity, your tenacity introduces you being able to continue with things, meaning your actions remain consistent over time. You're not just saying what you're going to do, you're actually following up with the action, but on your terms. An example of this would be you're not reopening any closed doors after an apology or after a moment of vulnerability. And they love to do that. They feel that if they can just come in and just say sorry, if they can just come in and try to be very, very vulnerable in a very short period of time, that is going to cause you to kind of take them back or to accept what they're trying to give to you here. And you guys are not falling for that. So, this consistency, because of you being consistent within yourself or with self here, confronts them with the permanence of their behavior. Something they avoid by cycling people emotionally. So they ride you like a bike, or they try to utilize your emotions as an actual bicycle, and it's always upheavals and down and up and down. That's a cycle. A cycle is up and down and up and down. That's exactly what a cycle is. And they want you to be on an emotional cycle where you're constantly exhibiting such. Hey, stamps, you're constantly exhibiting such. So the moment that they get you in a high moments will be you're yelling and you're screaming. Then a low moment after you finish with your yelling and screaming, now you're back down to the bottom where you feel tired, you feel lethargic, your mind may not have clarity, things that nature here. And they're doing this purposely because they want you to be patient with them or more patient with them. And the more patient that you are with them, the more they can continue to do the foolishness towards you here. Next one is your silence after clarity removes their supply. So once tenacity replaces patience, your silence is no longer confused or is in confusion. It is completed. So an example of this would be you stop explaining yourself, you stop defending yourself, or seeking understanding from the person that may have tried to cause you some form of harm. There's no emotional chase. There's no reaction to provoke. There's no narrative to correct because you know what it is. And this is devastating towards narcissists because they feed on response, not resolution. Let me repeat that. This devastates a narcissistic individual because they feed on your response, not a resolution, not a solution. So your quiet decisiveness leaves them with nothing to attach to but themselves. If that makes sense. So let's get into the oracle decks today. I'm going to start with my Kipper. Where you at, boo? Here we go. So again, the channel message here is they're impatient with you because you're not patient with them. And you're not being patient with them basically means you just wash your hands of it, you let it go, and you're just moving forward with life. And they're trying to keep you in a toxic loop here with change in reverse, but they can't do that. Hey, cool karma, they're not able to do that here. This is what they're anticipating or what they are expecting from you. So they feel like, well, if they push their hand or kind of push against the limits here, they feel that is going to create some form of a nuisance in your life. And all they're doing here is that they're just showing their hand, not only to you, but to other people around them here. This is why I always say, again, I surely don't feel narcissistic individuals are intelligent at all. They're not. It's a play that they do, it's a performance that they put on. They want to come off as if they're very intelligent. Again, if the clarity wasn't there, you wouldn't be able to see that they didn't have any intelligence because there's no clarity. But the moment that the clarity is very clear for you and you're able to see past the fog and the illusions, but now you're able to see the stupid decisions or the dumb decisions that they have made towards you and towards themselves. So, change is in reverse because they don't want you to change the narrative, or they don't want you to change into having clarity over the situation. And then expectation here, they're expecting for things to be in a very cyclic but more so toxic cyclic of things, or cycle of things, and it's not working. So this is why they're feeling like they have lost complete grasp, or yeah, complete grasp over the whole situation here. Now, because of that, because that's exactly where you want them to be. Yes. That's why I keep telling you guys, you could be the narcissist. Yes, you can. You could be sitting here twiddling your thumbs. You could be learning how to yarn. You know you're busy. But while you're sitting there being busy with life, with yourself here, is causing them to fall out in like a 2-year old toddler, you know? We have official unofficial person, but official person is in reverse. So they're considered to be the unofficial person because it's in reverse here. So the unofficial person here is very upset and very mad because they don't want you to be successful. However, success may resonate with you. Everyone's success is going to be slightly different. And the reason why they don't want you to be successful is because it's going to put them in the limelight that the things that they were saying about you initially has turned out to not be true. Again, hence the reason why they don't want you to have the clarity over the situation here. Because again, the more patient that you are with them, the more they can do harmful things towards you. So it's up to you to now decide, or not even decide, to place yourself in a space of having tenacity. Tenacity correlates or connects to reality, if that makes sense. The more tenacity that you have, the more decision or more comfortable you're going to feel in your decision making skills. And this is what we want for you guys. And when I say we, collectively speaking, that's what we want for you. Is to be much more decisive so that way you can have more tenacity to move towards the purpose of your success, however that resonates for you. That makes sense? So the guilt is starting to set in, which is what you want again. Yes, you want the guilt to set in for them, not for you. You shouldn't be guilty about anything because, I mean, clearly you didn't do anything to this person. So there's no reason for you to feel sick or to feel sad or to feel bad. You didn't do anything. And also, when you're in a space, I know you guys have a good heart or a great heart. I understand. I can relate, but when you keep allowing yourself to wear your heart on your sleeve here, well, it's a possibility that other people are going to see that and they're going to take complete advantage over that. So you have to make sure that you protect your heart so that way you're not, placing yourself in some very compromising positions. With that being said, here, with the bad health here, they are in bad health here because of the things that they're doing towards themselves. They're pushing against your envelope, or they're pushing against your boundaries here, and your boundaries are very ironclad. No one can get through, no one can penetrate your boundaries here. Or more so, I'll put it this way, your boundaries are also filtered out as well too. So there's only certain things that can come through your boundaries, which is just goodness or greatness of things. So health, happiness, wealth, financials, etc., etc. Those great things are being filtered out, but still being able to pass through your boundaries, while all the icky other things are not able to pass through. So, yeah, if you're able to look at it from that point of view. Yes, then we have coffin here. Okay. So they're making themselves sick again because they keep pushing against your boundaries or the filter of your boundaries, and their negativity or their nastiness is not able to penetrate or to push through here, which is causing them bad health and coffin, purely and solely because they don't want you to be successful, however success resonates for you. Because they're going back with expectation here, and they're trying to figure out why things aren't changing in the way they wanted to change. So they're going to up the ante here, and they're going to try to pull out all of their big arsenal or their big tools here, tools that they may have never used before on other people, and they think that they can utilize it on you here, and it's not working. It's just clashing, or it's destroying them in ways that they never thought could actually happen, which is causing despair. It's causing a lot of despair. And the community is seeing this, which is what you want. You want to draw them out of the illusion. You want to draw them out of the fog. This is how people can see what is happening in real lifetime. Draw them out, smoke them out. That's okay. You can do that. You're entitled to do whatever you need to do to ensure that your success and safety are safe. And in some cases, you have to learn. Yes, some cases you have to draw them out. Again, you don't have to touch them. You ain't got to touch them. But there are many ways to skin a cat. And in some instances here, you have to learn how to draw them out by clearing all the fog and the illusion so that way people can see that they're truly mentally unwell. Because that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with individuals that are truly unwell. So they're running down their time, they're running down their clock. Poverty, they are, not you. Anytime something stops or halts in your life, couple things could be true. It could be because maybe you're not doing something that you should be doing. Maybe you have not paid attention to the signs that are around you. And it could be an actual person as well too that is in your space or your energetic field that could be stopping you for or from your success. So of course, you want to have to take that how that resonates here. In the moment that you are slowed down in life and you see that there's some form of a stagnation there, well, this is your opportunity to face that situation or that issue head on. So that way you can get to the bottom of it. So that way you can see the truth as to why that thing is happening in your life. You can eradicate the situation or the issue at hand, and then you'll be able to move forward in life, which is where you guys want to be. You guys want sudden wealth. Remember, the wealth is in the wisdom. And wisdom is very expensive, believe it or not. Wisdom is very expensive, which is why you have the wisdom and they don't. See, when you have wisdom, it opens up many different new opportunities to greater things. The wisdom, it's expensive. Not everybody can afford the wisdom or the wealth of the wisdom that is given to them. Some people get it for free and they still wouldn't do anything about it. These individuals just want things, just want to take, and they don't want to put anything back from what they have taken. So then when it comes time for them to, we'll say, be judged on the things that they have done here, all of the wisdom that they had prior, they didn't take advantage of it. They didn't utilize it in a way that could actually enhance the quality of their life. Some individuals do not want to enhance the quality of their life. Some individuals are very, very, very comfortable and complacent in the space that they're in. And that's okay. But it shouldn't be okay for you, especially if you're moving towards your purpose successfully. You got to let these individuals go. And that's what they weren't expecting or anticipating from you here, which is why, yet again, they're impatient with you because you're not patient with them. See, they play the long run or the long game here. Okay. And so can you. But the difference between your game and their game is that you're not playing the game. You ended it. So again, because they're in this illusion or this fog based on their perception here, they keep thinking that you're still playing this form of game with them, and you have not been playing the game with them at all. You ended it. So if you ended the game, there's nothing left to play. You can move forward. So they're stuck in that illusion. They're stuck in that fog. Again, that's where you want them to be. Now they're in despair. Oh, I can't see what the collective is doing. I don't know who they're talking to. I don't know who they're with. I don't know what's going on. And now they're becoming so fidgety and filled with angst and anxiety here that they're the reason why they're placing themselves in this impoverished manner. They are. Not you. I mean, yeah, you too. I'll give you credit. Yes, yes, collective. Yeah, this is why they're in their impoverished state of things. Not a lot of people can handle wisdom too. Some people can listen to it, but they so turned off or repulsed by the wisdom that you may give, that you may receive, whatever the case may be. Most people can't handle it. Again, wisdom is very expensive. And a lot of people are not going to take time to nurture or care for the wisdom that they receive. And that should tell you something right there, that they don't respect the wisdom that was given to them. Because if they did, they would have changed their life into something better. I promise you, it's that simple. But again, narcissistic individuals don't like simple things. They like to make things much, much more chaotic or much more um, difficult as much as they can, because they get like a rise out of it, or they get some form of, I don't know, they get something out of it, child. Hey, I ain't got no parts of that. I'm not gonna be a part of that BS. They're trying to bully you into being patient with them. You don't have to be patient with anybody. You can let them go. So this is why they're emotionally exhausted here. All of the wisdom is right in front of their face. You are the one that carry the wisdom. You're the one that has the clarity. You have clarity, you have wisdom. Does that make sense? If you have clarity, you have wisdom. It's that simple, I promise. They don't have it, which is why they're stuck in this fog. So all they're doing here is just emotionally exhausting themselves. So now they're sick, or now people are seeing the sickness where its ugly head. And that's what they did not want. Well, if you're fighting, or if a person is fighting in an illusion or in the fog, I need to get out. Oh, I can't do it. It's illusion. I can't deal with this fog. Yeah, this is them. That's literally how they're acting right now as I'm speaking to you guys. They can't handle the illusion, the fog, and that's all. It's nothing but lies. They can't handle that, but yet they created it. Now they're trying to figure out how to clean it, how to get it out, how to wipe it from their eyes, how to and. Do you understand that you were the guiding person, or you were the one that were guiding them to clarity? Again, narcissistic individuals are not intelligent that most people claim that they are. They're not. They need other people to be like a seeing eye dog, if that makes sense. They need another person to anchor to or to connect to, so that way they can see the clarity from that person's point of view. No, cut them off, man. Cut that shit off. Mhm. Unable to express emotions. And the reason why they're unable to express emotions, yet again, paraphernalia is one of the main things that they love to use to escape reality. Why do most people utilize paraphernalia? I'll put it this way, not all. Some or most individuals tend to use paraphernalia in a, we'll say, haphazard way, because they're trying to escape something. They're not trying to face the issue head on, if that makes sense. And I say that respectfully, of course. More so from the narcissistic point of view of things, the way they see the world is that if they hide how they feel, how they truly feel, if they hide their true intentions, if they hide their malicious intentions, if they hide all of their negativity behind some form of something in this way here, no one can see how they truly feel or how they're going to react or act towards a certain something here. This is why they're unable to express emotions. For some of you guys that may have been got caught up in paraphernalia here, that was done strategically to place you in a position to where you are just like them. If you started off in life where you weren't introduced to paraphernalia and things of that nature here, something happened along the way where another person saw your potential. Going back to that word potential, they saw your patterns, but they wanted to focus more so on your potential, because they feel like if they focus more on your potential, that you would not be able to reach that climax of your success. This is why a lot of things happen on your path. A lot of addictions, a lot of peer pressure. Oh, you shouldn't do that. No, why you doing that? Oh, you think you this, you think you better, you did, and all this weird shit, bruh. Anything that gets you off the golden path towards your purpose. Confused. They want you to be confused or be in a daze like them. This is why some of you guys were successfully able to cleanse yourself and heal yourself from the paraphernalia that others may have introduced you to. And you know, I'm gonna give you some flowers for that. That's not an easy feat. If that makes sense. That's not an easy feat, especially if someone tried to place you down a path, a dark path, to utilize this. Okay? Let me drink some tea. Hold on, y'all. It's cold over here. I can't stand the cold. I hate winter. I don't know why it exists. I just feel like it shouldn't exist. But I hate winter. I do. I don't like it. That's the secret to narcissistic individuals. That's the secret. The secret is that they need your clarity to stay afloat. The secret is that they need you to be patient so that way they can continue to survive. They're not thriving, they're surviving. They only thrive underneath you or attached to you or anchored to you, if that makes sense. This is why sudden changes are happening because you decide to take the risk. Not only take the risk, you decide to divorce yourself from the situation here. And now it's bringing forth a lot of good luck towards you, bringing a lot of anxiety towards them. Okay, let's see what else. Somebody's eating candy canes. Whom should I trust? You should trust yourself. Could be a Pisces. You could be a Pisces, or they could be a Pisces. However, it resonates. That's broken. That were impulsive by being impatient. Yeah, they were impulsive by their impatientness or being impatient. Your tenacity removes their control over time. Narcissists depend on delay to survive exposure. Again, they're living a life of exposure, or sorry, of survival. And the mimic. Excuse me, y'all. The moment, the moment that you expose them, their survival mode or their survival tactics are also exposed. And this is what they utilize to keep themselves afloat, surviving. So if you destroy all of their survival tactics, what else do they have left? Well, they have an opportunity to change their ways, which more than likely they're not going to change their ways because they want quick microwavable results, which is why they were connected to you initially or to begin with. Thank you, Brittany. This is why they connected with you initially. So they don't have to do the work. So, your tenacity removes their control over time. Narcissists depend on delay to survive exposure. As long as you're being patient, they can stall conversations, they can stall promised future change, and keep you emotionally suspended. Some of you guys were emotionally suspended for 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years. That's crazy. Emotionally suspended for that long amount of time? That's crazy. And the moment that the clarity clicked in, it was like, wait, what the are you kidding me? And this is from family members, loved ones, long-term relationship that were very toxic in nature. It could be for friendships, it could be for lovers, etc., etc. If that makes sense. When you act decisively, even quietly, the timeline collapses. An example of this would be you stop explaining your feelings for the 10th time and simply change your access, your boundaries, or your availability. So to them, this feels like being erased mid sentence. Good. Who fucking cares what they think? Clearly, they don't think at all. So why should you care what they think? Because they don't think at all. Look at what they're doing. They don't think at all, man. So they didn't lose you in an argument. They lost you to clarity, which they cannot manipulate. They cannot manipulate clarity because they never had it to begin with. They never had it to begin with. The clarity is the truth. They can't manipulate truth. That's what they've been trying to do over and over and over again. And they keep being met with just anxiety and their secrets being exposed. Again, what game are they playing? Really? A mental game? Okay, I can play that too. I love mental games. Shit, I'll break you all the way down without touch you. Hey, with just pure facts. I love doing that. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a Scorpio. I love doing that. You said what? Okay, no problem. And I just get on my little roll and see my notes right here. And I just, oh, okay. Oh, remember when you said such and such? Wait, hold that thought. You said at this time, at this, da, 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 da. I never, yes, you did. You said it right here, Heifer. Yes, you did. That's how they sound like Droopy Dog. They sure do. They sound like Droopy Dog. I never. Yes, you did. And then when you come, you face them with the clarity, they self destruct. Is that your fault or is that their fault? It ain't your fault. How you going to self depreciate or self sabotage yourself for having clarity? Make it make sense. Unless the clarity that you seek or the clarity that you found or research here, you're not ready to receive it. That's the only way it's going to affect you in a very negative way. Clarity is supposed to open you up to the flow of things. It is the truth of things. It helps you to see things exactly how you need to see things, not how you want to see them, how it needs to be shown. And they don't want to be shown in a certain way, yet again, because it truly shows that they're truly unwell. They're not mentally well. They're mentally imbalanced, when whatever other things that they have going on. And that's not your fault, which they quick to say, it's your fault, it's your fault. It's not your fault that they don't have the clarity. It's not your fault that they chose to live in survival modes. That's their choice. You made a different choice. You did something different. So because you did something different, you got a different outcome. I promise you, it's that simple. Try not to hang around people that are very what's the word? What's the word? We'll say garbled or filled of mazes and filled with confusion. Try not to be around individuals that try to confuse you because they don't want your life to be simple or simplistic. Not having any confusion clears everything up. Then you realize it's really that simple. You ever had a really hard, let's say a math problem. Let's say you're doing algebra 1. X1 plus X2 plus X3 equals 45. This is just an example. And you sit here racking your brain, and you need some assistance from the math teacher, and the teacher break it down all the way so simplistic, and you finally get your answer. And at the end of the answer, at the end of the math problem that you receive, you be like, yo, it was that simple? Yes, it was that simple. Don't allow anyone to give you hard equations to the simplicities of your life. Your life was not meant to be made hard. It wasn't. This is what people say, oh, my life is hard. I get that. But it wasn't meant or made to be hard. The circumstances around you may have played a part in that. People. around you may have played a part in that. There are a lot of circumstances or a lot of stipulations as to why you may have felt your life was hard. And once you get to the truth of things, yet again, once you get to the core truth of things, you're going to realize just how simple the actual answer of that hard question was. You'll be like, yo, really? For real? Yeah. Yes. Somebody eating crabs? Earn a law crack. You could be a Virgo or they could be, however it resonates. No communication, however it resonates. Karma is here. The more you elevate, the more they go down. The more you ascend, the more they descend. The more successful you become in your life, however way you see fit for yourself, the more there is going to burn them up. They're seeing your rise and they can't talk to you. No, you're your own celebrity in your own way. You are your own celebrity in your own way. Do you think highly of yourself as you should, collective? Or are you waiting for another person to tell you about yourself? You shouldn't wait for other people to see the star power within you. It's already within you. Why are you waiting for another person to confirm or validate what you have already within yourself? All you got to do is just see the truth of it. You got to see the truth of it. And the more you see the truth of it, the more they're going to be in karma because now they see and they're realizing that you're seeing the truth of who you truly are. They can't talk to you, but they see you rising. And it's like, wait, what the? I can't get in contact with the collective. I can't talk to the collective. Oh my God, what did it? Man, everybody going to see that I was lying. Yes. Yes. Thank you. Spiritual Django states on YouTube, unpack the present, literally. The present, present. You are the present. You must give to yourself before you can give to others. You have to give to yourself first. You get the first off the top. And then if you want to help or adjust with others, you can do that. But first and foremost, the present is within you. The present of your presence is within you, not other people. Other people want to put their present or their presence within you so you can conform to how they want you to see whatever, however, or how they want you to be gifted to the world. If that makes sense, thank you for that. Other people want you, or they want to add their present or presence into you so they can conform you or mold you or shift you into the way how they want you to be perceived by the world. That's their present or presence that they're trying to place into you. How does that benefit you? How? Anybody? I'll wait. Anybody got an answer? How does this benefit you? So we have tower moments here. It doesn't. Exactly. It doesn't. So the tower moment came when you realize your power, the innate power within yourself. Financial failure. Mm. Oh, it's the collector's fault. I ain't got no money. It's the collector's fault. I can't be the. And they're just pushing everything onto you to get a reaction out of you as to why they're not successful, as to why they can't put their present of their presence into you. They want to feel your beautifulness or your handsomeness. Take it out resonates. But they want to fill all of your greatness, your wholesomeness with trash. And that's what they're giving you. They're giving you a present, and it's nothing but a lump of coal or lump of coals inside of this present or presence of them. Here, take that. I don't want that. No, take it. I don't want it. I said take it. And they literally fighting with you. They literally fighting with you to fulfill what they think they have. And they don't have anything. When you look inside the presence, like, what the fuck is this? You look rummages like, what is this? It's nothing but filth. It's nothing but trash, nothing but a lump of coals. It's nothing that can benefit you. It's nothing that can enhance the quality of your life. You're taking things from someone that's just surviving. That's going to affect you, you know, soon enough. No. Hell nah. The hell you look like? The hell? Nah. This is why some, not all, what I'm gonna do spell work on you. Okay, do it. Bippity boopity boop. Do it. Do the spell work. Yeah, do it. And just because someone do spell work on you doesn't mean it's going to hit you. That's a whole nother topic. A whole nother topic. Oh, they doing spell work on me. Okay. Transmute the motherfucker. Transmute that Okay, you sending me bad energy? All right, I'm gonna show you what I can do with it. Transmute it. What could you take? What can you filter from the negativity that they keep pushing on to you? Energy is energy. You can do a lot with it. Let them send it to you. Flip it, script it, bake it, fry it, fricassee it, however you need to do. But just because somebody's sending you bad energy don't mean you got to get all afraid and scared because it's sending it to you. Man, okay, thank you. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. All they doing is giving you their energy. It's free. Shit. You got a liar. Okay, that's advanced uh spiritual things. Maybe I'll teach a class on that. We'll see. That's advanced. Okay. But we got a liar here. So for some of y'all who send back the energy, which you can do whatever you want with it. So when they get their energy back, now the collective is a liar. Now the collective is a devil. Hmm. Now the collective is this and that. And all you did was just merely send their BS back to them. They don't make sense, man. They don't make sense. They don't know what's true and what's a lie. They don't. Somebody resorting to spell work and dark magic because you refuse to speak with them. This is how simple the answer is as to why people do certain things. This person doesn't like the collective for whatever reason because you're handsome, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent, you are emotionally regulated. These are just things of the collective, right? And they're trying to find a way or wedge themselves in between to justify why they're sending this dark energy towards you. And it don't make sense. So when you break it down in all its simplicity, you be like, come on, bruh. So you're doing dark magic because the collective is handsome? Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, they're too handsome for me. Okay. So you're doing black magic on the collective because they're beautiful? Yeah, 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 yeah. They get too much attention. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. You're doing black magic on the collective because the collective can see the karmic for the filth that they are, and you don't like it. Well, yeah, yeah. No one told them to look at me that way. Well, no, and this is how they sound, bruh. Like literally, this is how they sound. And when you're able to see from that perspective, you're like, bruh, you sound like a fucking fool, bruh. You sound like a cunt. Really? No specific reason why they're doing spell work on you. That's what they doing it for. The most simplistic, most egregious answer ever. Like, what? Well, yeah, yeah. Well, they get too much attention. Well, and I don't like it. We don't give a flying fart what the karmics like or what they don't like. Who freaking cares? Thank you, boo. Who freaking cares? We have anger issues here, and the more you don't care, the more they get irate. Well, I'm gonna huff and puff, and I'm gonna blow your house down. Okay, have a blow away, and they just keep huffing and puffing. I can't blow their house down. The house is the foundation of self, is what they're trying to break down. That's what they're trying to huff and puff away, is your foundation of things. And when they realize that your foundation is completely strong, is solidified, and can no nasty MFer come towards you and break down what you built within yourself. Roar. Oh, but I gotta, child, please. I keep telling you guys, y'all dealing with real life Zords, Power Ranger Zords. I'm telling you, we're dealing with a Charizard. Remember Pokemon? You had Charmander. What was the other one? There were three levels. It was Charmander, I know Charizard is the third one. I don't remember the second one. But this is what it feel like. They just keep leveling up to just to fall back down. Literally. Roar. And you were like, oh, you all right? Roar. Oh, okay. And when you laugh at the roar, don't laugh at me. I can't believe you're laughing at me. And you there. And then they resort to this. And the more they keep resorting to this, the more they won't receive good news. The more they're gonna be in fear. Hey, Christopher, the more they're gonna be in fear. Chocolate. It could be an Aries. Oh man. Uh, oh my God, y'all. I keep telling y'all, laughing is a part of your karma. I'm gonna keep saying it. Laughing is a part of your karma. You have every right to laugh of this foolish BS. This riffraffness of trash is what this is. This is pure foolery to its utmost, whatever. Pure foolery. They're doing spell work on you. They're projecting onto you. They're yelling and screaming at you because there's many different forms of black magic because you see them for who they are. That's it? Well, yeah. What else would it be? No, really. So you're doing spell work on the collective because it's successful? Well, yeah. Okay. Well, you're doing spell work on the collective because they're attractive? Well, yeah. Hmm. You're doing spell work on the collective because they decide to move forward. Well, and you were like, what the is this BS, bruh? Because of jealousy, well, I can't get what they got. Nah, well, what the they got to do with y'all? Again, what does that have to do with y'all? So the hidden agenda is not so hidden anymore once you break down the simplicities as to why they're doing the things towards you. That's psychology 101, maybe 201. Between 101 and 201. Baby. Ciao. I'm gonna get you. Okay. Stop laughing at me. Yeah, I'm gonna laugh at you. If I'm gonna laugh at their downfall. Yes, I am. I'm different. If you coming up against me and you're trying to break me down, I'm going to laugh at you. I'm going to stand on top of your goddamn head and I'm going to laugh at you. And y'all know how I laugh. I don't give a damn. Not a flying fart. yes, child. I want them to poof into oblivion. Yes, I do. I said it. I'll say the hard things that some may be afraid to say. I'll say it for you. I want them to poof into oblivion. I sometimes wish we had a remote control and just to zap away all the narcissists. Yes, that's how I feel. And I'm entitled to feel how I want to feel because they're nothing but a freaking nuisance that most people don't want to be around. And when you try to disconnect from them, they want to add more uh being a nuisance into your life because they feel like they can. No. Absolutely not. Just take a remote and you see them talking, yip, 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 zap. And now they just somewhere else in a different world or different universe and in hell somewhere. Go out, go somewhere. Nobody want to deal with that BS. Shit. You can't talk to me that way. I could talk to you any kind of way I want, narcissist, you little heifer, you. Shit. What you gonna do, heifer? Not a goddamn thing. You've been trying for the longest and you still ain't succeed. And that's the even much more funnier part. They've been trying for years upon years, for some of y'all decades. You're not realizing your strength is basically what I'm saying to you guys. Someone that has been continuously trying to destroy your life for years upon years upon years, and you still getting up even stronger. It's like you're working out and you're doing weights. The muscle have to break down in order for it to repair itself so it could become stronger. That's all they're doing. They just keep adding more weights into your life. So they think, and they thinking that you're not able to lift those weights that they're trying to hunker you down or bunker you down with. And the more that you keep exercising with the weights that they keep trying to push you down with, the stronger you becoming. You ain't realizing that. That's why I keep asking you guys, do you know your power? Do you know your true power? They've been trying for years and they still can't beat you by yourself. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 people against just you and your spirit team, however way that resonates for you. And they still can't obliterate you. They still can't cancel you. They still can't end you. Who's the stronger one here? You or them? I'll wait for that answer. Let me drink my tea. Who's the stronger one here? The collective or them narcissistic fools? I'll wait. Oh, okay. Me. Okay, all right now. Okay, okay. I just want to make sure we was on the same page. Okay, okay. I just want to make sure we was on the same page here. Okay, okay. Okay now. So now that you know that you are much stronger than the illusions and the impurities that they're trying to place onto you, stand up. You play chess, they play in checkers. You play chess, they play in checkers. And you cannot checkmate someone in a checkers game. This is how they're coming towards you because there's no logic or no logistics as to why they think they can beat you. They don't do anything logically. They don't. They do it very haphazardly. That's what it is. Again, narcissistic individuals are not intelligent as people claim for them to be. They're not. And I can prove that with substantial facts that I've been proving for a very long time. So when you realize that they're not as smart as they claim to be, they need your smarts to prove that they're smart. They need the collective smarts to prove that they're smart. You have to prove that you're smart. You ain't got to prove anything if you are who you are. If that makes sense, it's going to show for you. Your energy is always going to make that grand entrance for you. Burdens. This is why they feel so burdened. They're trying to indulge to escape what they've done towards you. They're trying or they indulge in things, in darker things, and harmful things towards themselves here because they know they can't beat you. They indulge in certain activities, darker activities, whether it's sexual, some form of inebriation, of drinking something, some form of a paraphernalia of digesting something. These narcissistic individuals don't like to feel burdened by the fact that people see them for who they are. That's why they indulge. Specifically, narcissistic individuals that I'm speaking about. I need to make that very clear. They escape from you because they know they can't beat you. You ever realize that when you finally hit them dead on in their face, and then the first thing they do is they run away? Why do they run away from you? Because they have to come together and congregate, and they got to have their little plastic board, their little chalkboard or whatever. And they got, oh, and I got to carry the one, and I got to carry the three, and okay, this didn't work with the collective. Oh man, all right, well, now I gotta go back to the drawing board. Oh, and they just slither away back into their damn cave. That's all they do. That's all they do is to slither back into their cave to figure out another way to redirect, to refix the situation, to come back out. Okay, I got something good. Let me try on the collective. And every time they do, the tower hits. Every time they try to do their foolishness, their hoopla, of foolishness, of stinkness. The tower hit them right where it needs to be, in their head or in their chest. Oh, I can't deal. We don't care, karmic. We don't. One thing my mother used to tell me, but I don't, she's not considered a mother, but the mother that I lived with, I've always had, and I always developed a personality of not caring of things, always. And it would burn her up to her core when I would tell her I didn't care. What do you mean you don't care? You need to care. No, I don't need to care. If you're causing harm towards a person, right? That makes sense. Why should I give you any emotional anything outpour towards, you know what I mean? If that makes sense? No. Every time she would do something or say something, and I'll just kind of go quiet or just stoic or whatever, it burned her up because she was looking for some form of reaction to continue to do it again. She needed to justify the action that the emotion that I was giving to her. She needed to justify as to why she needed to keep doing it. And I was like, no. 2026 is maybe a couple weeks or so, maybe 2 weeks or so. Okay. I don't know. I don't be checking the calendar, child. I live daily. I don't, but we got divine timing here. Something miraculous or something great is getting ready to be bestowed upon you if you are doing your work. You're going to know if you're doing your work because it's going to happen. If you ain't doing your work, it ain't going to happen. I'm not saying that to be mean or spiteful or anything. That's just what the facts are. If you're praying for something and you're not putting in the work, you're going to have a hard time securing the thing that you're praying for. Pray about the situation, put in the work, then you will see it come to fruition. I promise you, it's that simple. No matter how long it takes, put in the work, pray about it, put in the work, and you're going to see your manifestations come in. And even so, what's meant for you is meant for you. Can't nobody take that from you. Mm-hmm. It's say fresh start. Somebody listen to Manny Fresh. Gator boots with the pimped out Gucci suit. Ain't got no job, but I'm still fly. Remember that song? I think that's BG and the Timers. It's a good song. But we got the big picture here. Yeah, you are the big picture, boo. Everybody coming to watch you clearly because you have something that they don't have. Power, star power, truth. You know who you are. And don't allow anybody to take that from you. Don't allow anyone to take your identity, your personality away from you. Who in the fuck are them? Who are they? They don't even know who they are. Child, please. The great crumble, deep knowing. Keep elevating. Keep elevating. Well, they're doing this towards me. Yes, that means something. Look at it from a different perspective, collective. For the ones that keep saying, oh, they're doing this towards me, doing that, I get it. Acknowledge it. I do. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep thriving and keep being successful. And the more successful you become, the more the crumble is going to happen. Or the more the crumble is going to hurt them, not you. Who knows? Maybe spirit, God, Jesus, universe, ancestors are waiting for you to leave that space mentally. Sometimes it's not a physical space. Sometimes it's a mental space. Sometimes it's an emotional space. And the divine energy or source energy could be waiting on you to finally leave. Get up and leave from that mental space that they're trying to place you in, or get up and leave from that emotional space or state that they're trying to keep you stuck in. It's a deep knowing of who you are. The question today on this Good Tuesday, do you know who you are? Do you? If you don't know, okay, you in the right place because we're going to gather you. Yeah, we gonna gather you over here because you're gonna learn yourself eventually if you stay around. But if you know yourself, absolutely okay. Hey, you done graduated. We do have some graduates that have graduated from their ordeal, meaning you guys. And then we have some individuals here that are just now new. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. And it's still in the prerequisites. It doesn't matter where you are in life. The only thing that matters in life is you diving deeper within yourself to receive and achieve the deeper knowing in regards to who you truly are. That's what makes them crumble. The inner parts of you. And can't no one touch that but you. That's why they try to get into your head. That's why they're trying to get into your heart. That's why they're trying to get into your body. Does that make sense? Don't allow any riffraff. I said it. Don't allow any riffraff to get into your beautiful mind, to get into your beautiful heart, to get into your beautiful body. Mind, body, and soul. The Trinity. Mind, body, and soul. The Trinity. Nobody. Don't let no one have access to you. They don't even have access to themselves. Well, how do you know that? They're escaping with paraphernalia. They're escaping by being very inebriated with drinks. They're escaping with wild, crazy sex and all different types of things. They allow other people to utilize or have access to them. If they want to, that's them. You don't have to do that. You don't. You do not. So when you have your glow, see you building your home, the home is within yourself. And that's what you're doing. You're building the home of self. You're building it so frivolous, not frivolously, so feverishly, that eventually you're going to awaken. You have finally decided to discover more of you. And the more that you discover more of you, the more you finally hit something, they're like, oh, shoot, I hit something. Well, what is that? It's like you are excavating yourself. You're diving deep within yourself. You're searching deep within yourself to where, oh, dang, now you're awakened. That's what you want for self. Even look at the lady here. You see the lady here? You see the sunlight, the sun rays? You see the sun rays here? She finally awakened. She finally awakened here. And when you awake, the attachment can't happen anymore. Shadow work. They're attached to their shadows, but they're not doing any work with their shadows at all. The more shadow work you do, the more abundant you become. The more shadow work you do for yourself, the more abundant you become. The wealth is in the wisdom of the shadows, parts of you that you have not quite discovered yet. That's where the riches are, the real riches. And again, can't nobody take away the inner riches that is within you. Does that make sense? Thank you. Hey, Benny. Thank you, boo. Does that make sense? They're chasing you for your riches. Brian Burks, that's the one I'm chasing. Meaning, you don't even have to chase. And that's another thing, respectfully speaking. You don't have to chase what's already within yourself. What are you chasing? If the inner riches are already in you, what are you chasing? If that makes sense, I say that respectfully, of course. You don't have to chase what's already within yourself. All you gotta do is just sit down and dive within. It's already there. All you gotta do is discover it. And the more you discover it, baby, oh wow, you look good. Oh wow, you sound good. Oh wow, da da da, da da da, blah blah blah, da da da, and positivity, and positivity, and positivity. Isn't that what abundance is? Abundance is nothing but a positivity, or yeah, positivity of surplus. That's what abundance is. You've been somewhere before in a garden space and it's nothing but barrenness. There's no abundance there. There's no positivity there. It's all negative. That makes sense. But you go to another part or another patch of the garden and you see nothing but positivity of surplus of abundance. In your bag is literally you. You are the bag. You're carrying the riches. You are carrying the riches. You are. Not them. That's why they keep trying to chase after you. I want what they have. No. They want your riches. That makes sense. No. They can't have it. Okay. Them heifers can't have it. Thank you, Star. Thank you, boo. Thank you for the gifts. We have compassion, but it's in reverse. A person who doesn't have compassion for themselves is going to show on their body. It's going to show in the way that they think. It's going to show in the way that they feel. It's going to show. That's the pattern. Most of us, again, love to see people for their potential. No, ma'am, and no, sir. No more potential. See the pattern. No more potential. And no more being patient with impatient individuals, because that's what narcissistic individuals are, very impatient. No. Authenticity. Yes. Yep. No, actually, okay. I'll take you on what you said. What's your name? Angel Light Tarot states on YouTube, they trimmed my growth. No, they did not. They trimmed parts of you that didn't serve you towards your growth. What they actually did was they trimmed the weeds off of the plant of you. You are the plant. Thank you for actually putting that, because we about to flip this perspective in this way. No, ma'am, I disagree with you. And here's why. I'm going back to your comments here. Okay. This is just a teaching moment. I ain't ganging up on you. I'm not into all that. I'm coming from a space of love. We'll make that clear. Okay. So Angel Light Tarot says on YouTube, they trimmed my growth. No, ma'am, they did not. They did not. They trimmed away the fats of you that were holding you back. They trimmed away all of the weeds that weren't for the best of your actual growth, is what they did. They put you in predicaments or situations, if you're able to see it from a different perspective, of course, to realize and to understand you never needed them. They actually cleared the path away from, they cleared the path of all of the debris that they placed there, so that way you can grow without any interruptions. So respectfully, I disagree. I disagree. But again, like I keep saying, everybody is not ready to receive wisdom. They're not. I'm gonna hold space for you though, because it don't seem like you're ready for it. And that's okay. In order for a person to grow, you got to see it from all angles. And in one part of all angles will be the truth. It's like an octagon. An octagon has 8 sides. Okay, I'll just block you. You can't be an angel light and you call me ignorant and I just broke down. Okay, whatever. Um, okay, bye. An octagon has 8 sides. And out of all of those 8 sides, there may be 7 false sides. But that last part or that last side of that octagon is the truth that you needed. But you weren't be able, or you wasn't able to see that actual truth because you were just focused on the other 7 parts, or maybe just one part of the equation, if that makes sense. Again, wisdom is very expensive. And not a lot of people know what to do with the expenses of wisdom. Some people are not able to receive the wisdom that you could potentially give to change their life. And that is okay. You ain't got to argue with them. You ain't got to fight with them. Just leave them to the wayside. Eventually, hopefully it will click. And if it don't, oh, well, who cares? That's on them. So I'm going to stop right there. Yeah. So we got Pisces. Okay. We got Sagittarius. Pisces again, however it resonates. Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Dang, strong Pisces. Okay. Scorpio. One more. Aries. All right. So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Again, wisdom is expensive. Say it with me. Wisdom is expensive, which is why a lot of people refuse to pay for the wisdom that they receive. And some people give wisdom away freely and shouldn't. Take that how that resonates. Some people that get wisdom for free won't even take it as how it is. If that makes sense. Some people don't understand free, so they won't do anything with it. Wisdom is expensive. You are priceless. And the wisdom within yourself is to help you to expand into your success. And the deeper you go, the further you're going to realize that that's where all the riches were within yourself, if that makes sense. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You actually appreciate it. Don't forget to get my book. Come on, y'all. Thank you. Get my book. Okay. Stop playing. Get my book. Get my book. No, for real. But no, thank you so much for being here. You truly appreciate it. If you would like to join us in the group on the FB group, Facebook group, Wisdom Beyond Wounds, you actually appreciate it. Go out there, be great because you owe that to yourself. Again, you are here to thrive and not survive. All right, love you guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, TikTok. Mwah. Love you guys. Thank you. You too. Mwah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you guys. Fist bump. See y'all soon.